Hey guys, thank you for joining me tonight. Let me know how I sound. I do appreciate it. Sorry that I was on late because it sounds like there's a fight next door, and I'm trying to make sure it's not my buddy, an older guy that's been having a problem with somebody in the building. Might be over. Anyway, thank you guys. 5 by 5, appreciate it. So this has been one hell of a week for this channel. Anyway, uh, had a mini purge going on, which it's listen, guys, I took the stance I took, not so much because of the whole. Uh, if I'm not going to take this shit from Antifa, who I think personally, uh, they should be flogged and beaten, but nonetheless, I'm not going to take this shit from them. I'm definitely not going to have that kind of shit on this channel. That's where I draw the line. You could call me all names under the sun. We could disagree to a blue in the face which MRE is better or which freeze dry food is better. We can argue about everything. But the one thing I'm not going to stand is anti-American shit. I'm just not. With that being said, again, it was. I guess I had to say it. Not that it needed to be said. I had to say it. But sorry. Um, yeah, I don't know. So anyway, that's just where it is. That's just where I lie. So it's. I know that certain people who are like, I followed you for years, and now I'm like, yo, the fucking button's that way or the door, whatever the fuck you want to call it. But it was one hell of a ride this week, and I assume it's not going to be over with by a long shot. But that's fine. Listen, guys, I could lose half my subscriber base and all of my pay, and I still wouldn't give a fuck because, listen, uh, it's America or nothing. And a lot of people confused me with liking the Ukraine, which I don't. There's no flag waving and that bullshit, or any of that. Listen. I'm pissed with the whole Ukraine shit because I'm like the money that we were giving away, the funds that are needed here in the United States, the programs that could be started for a lot of things going on. We got fucking vets that are still being treated like shit. We got homelessness that's running fucking rampant, and we're giving money to the Ukraine. And then to boot, the balls in that country to start asking for more money. Fuck them. I mean, like, seriously, guys, fuck them. Yeah, $41 billion or whatever the fuck we gave them, whatever the total is, that's too much. We could be doing so much with that money fucking here. Instead, we're giving it away. Not even, listen, guys, it's not even that we're giving it away. It's not like they're using that money to rebuild or any shit like that. They're fucking burning it. They're legitimately taking that money, giving it to Ukraine, and Ukraine's like, whoop, right into the fire. Gone. So again, that's why I'm so annoyed with the giving them money. That's a different level of pis, pistology, if that's a word. Anyway, pistology, guys. That's a new level of pistology. I'm talking about like that giving them money is fucking bullshit. But listen, it is what it is, right? Again, I'm looking at all the shit and all the homeless people here, guys. I'm looking at how vets are still complaining how they're still being treated like shit. Fuck that. He needed money for exactly. Brian, thank you, Big Brian from PA. Exactly. It's just it's and right. That's the solution. Just print more. We'll print more money and give it to more to them. I'm like, oh, Z, yeah, more, no more money to Z. Yeah. Again, guys, I think Annie, it's fine. It's done. It stopped. I didn't hear any gunshots or horrible screaming that comes after arguments. It's either the gunshots or the horrible scream. I didn't hear any of that. And I don't hear the cops on the block, so it should be fine. Whatever. So, guys, again, it was an awesome purging. And, listen, again, don't give a fuck. If had I been like the Canadian prepper, I'm gonna say it, fuck it. Had I been a pussy like that, trying to appease people, yeah, then you know what? Because he pissed me off earlier this week, and I'm not gonna get into why, or how or what. Just that he pissed me the fuck off, and now he's on my shit list. But if I was somebody like that, or the other preppers who want to appease everyone so that no one unsubscribes from them, fuck that noise. I'm not that fucking dude. I don't fucking have a vagina and I don't fucking shove a tampon up my ass. So with that, man, I'm just cutting people down where it needs to be. Like I said, we could debate and disagree, and I'm fine with that. But once you start the anti-American shit, you're fucking gone. If I'm not gonna take that shit from Antifa or those fucking neo-Nazi pricks here in this country, fuck them all. Anyway, with that, guys, this is not the purpose of today's live stream. I do apologize for that. Today's live stream, we're talking about, I would say, being overly paranoid. I think that's the way to go with this. Everything, guys. We have everything under the sun going on. And I think there's a point in time where all of us, including myself, guys, are like, yo, what the fuck, man? Like, what's going to happen? Is it going to happen today? Is it going to happen tomorrow? But we're throwing dates at each other and shit. With I mean, like, there's so many things, and the crazy shit, guys, is all of us, including myself, I am questioning whether or not I'm going to be able to make it through whatever the fuck is coming, right? Again, guys, Thomas, listen, again, if you support Ukraine, fine. I don't have a problem with supporting Ukraine. I don't have a problem with supporting Russia, rather the Russian people, the people of Russia. No problem with that bullshit. Listen, you could even still support America. I don't even see how that's possible. But support America and support the Russian people, fine. But before I get back into it, guys, my whole point is politicians, all of them, every last one, politicians are fucking assholes. All of them. They all sit there and they sit there and think they're servicing the people. I'm doing this for the people. You got Biden sitting on fucking stage talking about, I want to protect the American people. I want to make sure the American people are safe. Let's force this thing on them. You got that. Then you got fucking Putin over there fucking constantly lying about how he's trying to do this for his people and safeguard his people, but yet keeps threatening nuclear war, which doesn't fucking protect anyone's people. Doesn't matter where the fuck you are on this planet. That doesn't fucking protect anyone. So again, guys, it's time that we have to get all politicians that are servicing our current world right now, all of them around the world. We got to get them out of office. All of them. They're not doing a fucking thing, guys. The UK government's got to go. The United States, Chinese, Russia, India, fucking maybe not the Japanese. They seem kind of nice. The Mexican, you name it, guys. They all got to fucking go. Every last one of them. Right? And politicians, guys, are selfish individuals who hide behind the whole, I'm doing this for the American people, I'm doing this for the Indian people. They hide behind that bullshit, yet they got a bigger agenda than fucking us in the ass. Because that's what politicians do. They fuck us in the ass. We saw what happened in Venezuela, though that was pretty much just straight up fucking with no Vaseline. But yeah, guys, it's they're all crooked. So to sit there and say that Putin isn't crooked, serious the fuck, Lee? The guy is the fucking grandmaster at lying. He is the kung fu artist of lying. He lies with his tongue. The motherfucker cuts people with his tongue. He's so good at it. Whatever. With that, guys, back to the fucking subject at hand. When politicians, Hudson Valley, exactly. When politicians talk, guys, assume they're lying. Raise your eyebrow at them. Be like, that nigga's lying. You know what I mean? Like, you just can't believe anything they have to say, guys. This C-SPAN bullshit, when they're questioning Fauci, when they're questioning other doctors, it's a fucking dog and pony show, guys. That's all it is. It's a fucking circus. We're supposed to sit here and believe that any of these politicians have interest for us? The fuck they do. They don't care about us. They can care less. They absolutely can care less. And Trump, listen, guys, the Trump argument, he's a realistic person, but even he has some fucking political selfishness. Even he does. No one's fucking absolved of it, But anyway, like a desk would save you. Yes, like a desk would save you, hiding underneath the desk. Remember those days? Guys, hide under your desk when the fucking big flash in the sky goes off. You'll be okay. The desk blocks radiation. I don't know what the fuck they were thinking with those drills. But anyway, I mean, I know what they were thinking. I know they were talking about the ground shaking and the building falling down on you. The desk might save you, whatever the fuck it is. Gold Shura, thank you for the donation. Also, by the way, guys, quick update. There were two developments here in New York City in regards to people getting back to work and the arm ticket. So as of right now, it looks like firemen might be going back to work soon. And not me, but other firemen might be going back to work soon. And NYPD cops might be going back to work soon. Though I don't know why you would want to go back to that shithole of a job. But nonetheless, those are two developments that happened today. So that was pretty good. I got two notices, but NYPD and FDNY. So it's looking good. Everyone could be going back to work. Hopefully in the next week or so. We shall see. So anyway, we'll see with that. As far as those of us who were forced to retire, we'll see where that goes. I'm not holding my breath. I'm really not. And even then, I'm still on the fucking cusp of, do I really want to take my job back or not? I'm still battling with that bullshit. So, anyway, didn't they appeal? A little abortion that got away. The city's probably going to appeal. I don't know. As of right now, the finding for the NYPD was that those cops should not have been suspended or put on leave without pay for the vaccine. They said the vaccine was invalid, pretty much. So let's see where this goes from there. And that again, I'll post what I can on the community board on the Angry Truth, since it's more political based. I'll put both of those findings on the Angry Truth channel so you guys can read it for yourself. Hopefully it comes out good. All right, guys. So are we overthinking certain things that are coming our way, right? So we have all these dates that we are looking at. And the 24th is the next one. So tomorrow, some shit's supposed to happen. We shall fucking see. I don't know what it is, and no one really clarified it for me. People I asked were like, "Oh, it was somebody or some people are took it out of proportion, and other people like the world's gonna end." There's no middle ground with this shit. So anyway, guys, are we overthinking everything? I mean, should we take note of a lot of shit that's going on? Yes. Should we be overthinking everything that's going on? No. You'll drive yourself crazy. You'll give yourself a heart attack. The rest of your hair will fall out if you're bald. The side of your hair, that'll fall out. Vision preparedness. What do you mean by double dip? Because if you mean by doing this and being a fireman, yes, I can do that. If you mean like working two city jobs, no, you cannot do that. It's actually against the law. Don't know why, but it's against the law. You can't have two city pensions. But anyway. Outlaw Jackson, but what did Simpson predict? What's tomorrow? That's what I'm saying. I don't think anything will happen on the 24th. Like everybody keeps saying the Simpsons predicted the 24th of what? A fucking alien ship's gonna come out of the sky. The world's gonna crack into. Like there was a date there was a date last month, right? Didn't there was some bullshit supposed to go down in August? Like, listen, guys, I put everything in the back of my head, but I don't sit there and go, oh my God, tomorrow's gonna be the day. What's gonna happen? If something happens tomorrow, it happens. We're just gonna react accordingly. If the world ends tomorrow, then the world ends tomorrow. It would fucking suck, but that's what it is. Fight debauchery. If I'm saying your name right, why would you want to work? Why would I want to work? Because it's not, being a fireman's not work. Being a fireman's fun. It's like being in a frat house your entire fucking work career. It's two different things. Sitting at a desk, looking at a computer, that's work. Running into burning buildings is not work. It's fun. And that's what I miss. I miss the fun. It's not so much the paycheck, which is great, and it's not so much the working. It's the actually going into a burning building and doing some shit, breaking some shit, pulling somebody out, helping people. It's an entirely different animal, guys. It's hard to explain. So yeah, guys. Yeah, Yvonne, if I'm saying your name right, Yvonne. Yes, Yvonne. Sorry, my bad. Yvonne, I don't know. I don't know. I think that's another step that the unions have to do. The city's not offering the payback. They're like, oh, we're going to give you a payback. No. Everything with the city is is tug of war with them. Everything. You want to fucking you want a nickel more in your paycheck? It's fucking tug of war. So to get back pay for the months they miss, even though I think the judge for the NYPD case ordered such, we shall see. Jason, yes, I'm tired of date predictions. I mean, like, don't get me wrong. Again, I put it in the back of my head, but I don't. I no longer like, it doesn't keep me up. Is what I'm saying. It doesn't keep me up at night. Live for today, goes tomorrow might not be a Bible quote. Yeah, well, we shall see, guys. Whatever the fuck it is, or whatever might not happen. I mean, I like someone to fucking fill me in. I would prefer you do it on the email and not on here. But nonetheless, I'd like to know what the fuck's going to happen. Well, I mean, again, whatever's going to happen, I'm going to be able to react to it. So it should be fine. We should be okay. We're all going to die. Yeah. Outlaw Jackson, exactly. He says, "Listen, we're prepared for a reason. So if it happens, it happens." That's exactly how I'm taking it now, guys. Comment and blackout. Oh, Christian Prepper, comment and blackout. Interesting. That's interesting. Okay, all right. That's a little interesting because I didn't know about that. I had no clue until you said it. And crazy enough, I was thinking about something coming out of space and smashing. It's like a vision, like just one of those thought things that pass through your head. But that was earlier today. So that is interesting. We shall see. Comets don't normally smash into planets though. But whatever, we'll see. Shannon, yes, I will be at Prepper Nurses One Homestead next month. Right, I couldn't make it this month, so next month is it. I should be, not I should be, I will be making it. They know I should be. My wife had to go to the hospital last week. That's why I couldn't go. So there was that. The city is fucking. The fucking city is broke. You heard the mayor is building. Yes, and Adriana. Yes. So guys, another update about New York City. The illegals that are coming here from Texas. Uh, Eric Adams is setting up, I guess, tent camps or tent city in Orchard Beach. So Orchard Beach is like a really shitty beach that no one should go to unless you want to catch AIDS or some fucked up disease. Never go to that beach. Anyway, that being said, they're setting up tent city in a parking lot. Tomorrow we're leaving for Vermont, so if I can swing by and get a picture of it, I will. Other than that, I'll see if I can. When I come back, I'll see if I can get some kind of footage of it to show you guys what's going on. So, um, that's an update. A tent city, and you know what the crazy shit about tent city, guys, is that they don't want to. We have enough homeless people here in the city that need homes, and you have a lot of homeless families looking for homes. So if illegals started getting homes first before the people who've been on this waiting list, there's going to be a fucking problem in the riot. If you hear about a solar flare, head to us angry. Outlaw, yes, I probably would be heading up north to one of you guys. Either Old Mutt, yourself, Mike. I'll end up if it gets bad. I'll end up upstate. I'll make my way up there. Pilgrim Prepper, yes, those tents are huge. I was a little surprised at how big they were. But yes, somebody said winter is coming and being on a beach is not ideal. Actually, it's stupid. Those people, they're going to freeze those people out. Keep in mind, guys, South Americans, Central Americans, they're not built for that fucking cold. So we'll see. New York City is a sanctuary city. Yes, I wish it wasn't, but whatever. I applaud DeSantis and I applaud Texas government for doing what they're doing. There's actually another Democratic mayor who's doing the same thing, Southwest, but he's giving sufficient notice to the mayors of New York City and Los Angeles. Or was it Chicago? I can't remember which two it was. Please file for EEOC, everyone. Have it in place and schedule appointments. That's a good one. Hudson Valley. That's a good one. Hurricane season, setting them on a beach. Yes, that would listen. That would be. Listen, it would suck, but it would be entertaining to watch. That's all I'm gonna say. It would suck big time if a fucking hurricane came up and those people sitting on the beach like that. Listen, I think they would move them. They would probably move them to like Madison Square Garden or some shit. But it would definitely suck. Uh, yeah. Fighting debauchery, greed. Sorry if I said your name wrong. Yeah, it would be some shit if we invested in Central America instead of China. Um, The Amory, I don't think it's 1,000, but it's up there. It's pretty high. There's like multiple tents, and I think it's a few hundred. It might be 1,000, but I got to read the article again. But it is up there. There's a lot of motherfuckers in a tent, and the parking lot for Orchard Beach is pretty fucking big too. I mean, it's huge. It's a huge parking lot. So, like I said, this should be interesting to see. Whatever. I mean, listen, I don't know. But with that, guys, the whole 24 thing, again, are we becoming too paranoid? Now, one side of me, one side of me, guys, uh, I think as preppers, we're always paranoid. At some point in our prepper career, I don't know if that's the right choice of words, but somewhere along the prepper journey, that sounds better, we become paranoid. We think that whatever it is going to happen tomorrow. And then we start realizing, at least when we come to our senses, we start realizing we're like, is it like douchebaggery? Debauchery. Oh, it's debauchery. All right, I said it right. So anyway, thank you for that. Um, I think at every point, guy, and at some point, we're always thinking something's going to happen tomorrow, whether it's the grand solar flare or the biggest hurricane we ever seen or the biggest earthquake we ever seen. I think we all become a little paranoid at some point in our. He says, "I'm too old to care." I hear you, douchebaggery. But sorry about that. Airborne, you can answer that question later. My workout routine and PR deadlift and bench. My PR deadlift was 550. No, sorry, reverse that. It was 450 and it was 525 on the squat. And my bench was 385. I wanted to break 400. I think I'm too old to break 400, but I'm going to try until like break something. So that's my goal. But anyway, not the point of this video. So guys, yes, the paranoia thing. I just hope that with paranoia, some of us come to our senses and realize, like when I first started prepping, I thought an EMP was going to go off tomorrow. And for every day for about a year or two, it was tomorrow. What if it happens tomorrow? I was that guy. Then I came to my senses a year or two later, and then I realized it's not going to happen tomorrow. So actually, it was less time than that. It was probably 8 9 months of thinking it was going to happen tomorrow because I remember I was spending too much money, and I remember saying, "Well, fuck, if it happens tomorrow, I'm prepared for a couple of months." And then I started calming down. Um, but yeah, like we were talking about dates, guys, we're fed too many dates. Now, here's the problem with the whole dates thing. It occurred to me earlier today. These dates that we're getting, are they purposely feeding us these days so we become desensitized? So I don't know. I mean, like, I don't get why, like all the dates. And I mean, guys, we've had hundreds of dates since I guess the inception of man that the world was going to end. So I don't know. I mean, and we had asteroids that were supposed to hit us on these dates. We've had Planet X or Narubu, whatever the fuck that planet's called, was supposed to appear in 2012 and it didn't. We were supposed to have X amount of asteroids. The one called Esophagus or fucking the one shaped like a dildo. That one was supposed to smash into us, or they thought it was. Esophagitis, maybe that's the one I'm thinking of. Whatever. You guys know which one I'm talking about. We were supposed to have that hit us. So, I mean, like, again, should we be so fucking worried about all this bullshit? Or should we just continue prepping and live life as normal? You know that there are people, when they ask me questions about prepping, they're asking me questions as if I prep every day and I sleep, eat, and breathe this shit. I'm like, no, man, I don't. I prep to I prep to be ready. Sorry. I prep to be ready, but that's it. And again, Is that the one? Apophis? I'm probably sure I said it. Whatever. Listen, you guys get it. Right? Apophis might be the one. That's the one I'm thinking of. I probably said it wrong. It's all the fucking same. Dildo in the sky, Apophis, shaped like a giant piece of shit. Whatever it is, guys. The asteroids that keep wanting to fucking smash into us, according to fucking scientists. And every week we have a yes, our Apophis they said has a good chance, and so does the AN10. I remember that one. But again, guys, they all have a good chance. Something could veer it off course. A gravitational pull from another planet could pull it off course. There's a lot of things. Den- Denise, I don't listen. I don't know. I don't know about that one. But yeah, guys. Again, so what do we do, right? I know a lot of people who read the Bible. Their dates in there. I think they've come and passed. The Mayan calendar. Remember that bullshit? That's coming past. Yes, 2029, Friday the 13th. I saw that date, Moldy Soldier, and I thought that was interesting. I'm like, that could be the bad luck we need. And if that one smashes into us, I'm not mistaken, it's game over. But so far, right now, a couple of scientists on certain Twitter accounts are saying it's not going to smash into us. While you got other scientists saying it will smash. It could. There's a higher probability it could. Not that it won't. Not that it won't. Right. So anyway, regardless, guys, if it does happen, 2029, we shall see. That's all we can do is wait. Yes, the December 21st, 2012. Remember that date? The world's supposed to crack in two. I think I told you guys about a portal that was supposed to open up, and the guy said he was going to jump in it off a cliff. I don't know where he came up with that calculation that the portal on 2012 at midnight was going to open up at this very spot in Arizona, and he was going to jump off the cliff and jump into it. He was so convinced. He was so convinced that I think he started some kind of fundraiser page, um, and people wanted to see him jump, and eventually his family talked him off that ledge. Legitimately talked him off the ledge. But with that, again, how far are we willing to take it? That guy took it to a new fucking level. His family had to talk him off the ledge. So, and he's not a prepper. He was just a fucking kook. But remember those guys that were downtown at the 42nd Street? Remember they were downtown? It was that church asshole. He was downtown, and it was supposed to be the rapture. And it was supposed to happen some date like 10 years ago. And they were all downtown, and the cameras are filming them. And then like 5 o'clock came around the corner, nothing happened. And the guy is sitting there, and he's looking at his watch, and he's looking at the big clock at the Times Square, and he's like, and he's looking around, and his followers are starting to fucking like, they had this high energy, and the high energy started fucking dwindling down. They all believed in that date. And I'm like, listen, when the shit comes, it comes. Triple threat firearms. Could you do me a favor and email me when you get a chance? I think you did, but I can't find it. So if you can email me now, later tonight, whenever it is, um, that'd be greatly appreciated. Florida is calm right now for another day. So again, guys, what do we do? We just keep prepping. But I don't think sitting here and worried about dates is the answer. And I don't know, guys. I think we'll be okay, unless again a giant meteor comes out of fucking space and smashes into us. We should be fine. And even if one the size of a football field, if I'm mistaken, hits us, most of humanity is dead anyway. There's no getting around that one. So here's the bigger question, guys. Those dates are thrown at us to desensitize us. That's a thought. Not that I think that is a thought, but how many of us are really ready for what is coming, whatever it is? Now, in certain terms, guys, I think a lot of us watch too many movies. All of us. And there's this certain falsehood of thinking that the apocalypse or the end or societal breakdown is going to be easy as long as we have firearms and food and water and family. I think so many more things are going to happen behind whatever that social collapse is. It's going to make life tougher. James Stevens. Yes, I did. About 200. Right. So, yeah, guys, are we really ready? And I mean, I think like you guys heard me say this before. I'll say it again. I'll beat this fucking dead horse till it's deader. That's a thing. Um, I think we have to be psychologically prepared, and we have to be psychologically ready to be surprised. So we can't think in terms of, we're going to live through this. Our friends are not going to die. My family's going to be completely safe. We have to think in terms of, what if we lose somebody? What if our friends die? What if our neighbors are taken over? You know, how do we cope with that loss? I listen. Your family, you're gonna fucking keep them. You're gonna keep them as safe as you possibly can. I can say I wasn't ready for that. So Gavin Network says he says I could say I wasn't ready for those raccoons last night. That sounds like an interesting story. Um, I mean, how ready are we, guys? And then not even that. All right, so your family's safe, everything is good to go. Can you deal with the bullshit that you're going to see and hear? You got neighbors like again, the city guys. Multiple reasons why it's bad outside of people attacking you and shit like that. But now I'm sitting there going, is my neighbor being attacked? Do I run out there and help him? Do I expose myself? Can I listen to someone being beat up, raped, or killed, and just sit here and do nothing? Now, me being who I am, nope. I don't think I can. But then am I risking my family every time I have to fucking go out and help someone? Right? So it's a bad place to be when you're in the city. People who have homesteads and shit, they don't have to worry about that. In their head, they're thinking about people that are dying, their family, their friends, and shit like that. But they don't have to listen to it. But when you're in a city, guys, and you just listen to street fighting, just fighting in the streets, forget about anything else, just fighting in the streets, you want to go outside and see what the fuck's going on, especially with someone you might know. Mouse in the house, exactly. Lawlessness is coming. Sorry. I mean, listen, guys. It's the vision preparedness, exactly. Mental preparedness, but it's mental. So, going back to my trade center story, I'm not going to tell the story, but like I think I told you guys in the video at some point, when I was in EMT and I first got on, I remember thinking to myself, could I be mentally prepared for what was happening? And so when the towers were hit and bodies were coming out of the building, again, I thought they were pieces of paper. I didn't know they were actual bodies. I remember thinking to myself, I got to be prepared to see some fucked up shit when I get down there. And I was psychologically preparing myself for that event while I was riding down there on my bike. While I was trying to concentrate on not getting hit and crushed, I was thinking to prepare myself psychologically for what I might see. That being said, guys, when I got there, I was still shocked, but I was still able to operate while I was shocked at the shit I was seeing, if that makes sense. And the same goes for going in a fire, right? You go into a fire, you're mentally preparing yourself to find this fire and see how this fire is going to behave. So when you open the door and the smoke pushes out at you, and this is a fire now, and the smoke pushes out, you're like, fuck, it's not meeting me at the door. Now I got to go and look for it. So now you're crawling down a hallway, preparing yourself mentally what you're going to do if the shit goes bad and what you're going to do if the shit gets too hot. So with a end of the world or societal collapse, you have to prepare yourself for the things you're probably going to see. The shit that you're going to see in the streets, the things you're going to hear but can't see. You got to be ready for that. And you got to be ready for the amount of it you're going to hear. For those of you that have ham radios, you're probably also going to be hearing people asking for help. Some of that could be a trap, some of it could be real. You won't be able to decipher the two. You just won't. You had it. Perspective strategies. You had already mental Rolodex the situation. Yeah, I think that helped me through the situations I've been in life. Especially the one situation. Some of you might know this story. where I was ice climbing. This was in my heydays. I was ice climbing, and I remember walking to the base of a waterfall. Now, the guy that took me ice climbing was a Vietnam vet. He was an ice climber, and he was taking me out. He was teaching me how to ice climb. So he tells me, do not walk at the base of a waterfall in this weather because the waterfalls are frozen. And I go, okay. He goes, because you'll probably fall through it. What do I do fucking 5 minutes later like a fucking asshole? I walk along the base of a waterfall. What do you think happens? The fucking ground, not the ground, but the ice opens up underneath me. And I fucking boom, and I catch myself. So now as I catch myself, I'm praying that the rest of the ice doesn't break. And I look down and I see water rushing, and there's a hole about this big, just enough for my fucking body to whoop, fit in there. And then I would have probably drowned. And not fit in, but I would have slid down in there, and they would have fucking never found me till wintertime. That being said, I got out of the situation by calming the fuck down. And I'm sitting there and I'm thinking to myself, and here's the worst part, guys. I'm sitting there and I'm looking down at this rushing water. I'm like, I'm gonna fucking die. But I'm like, do I yell for help? And I told myself, I was 15 at the time. I told myself, I'm like, I ain't a fucking bitch. I ain't screaming for help. I'm gonna get myself out of this situation. And so I sat there and I thought, and I said, swing one leg out and roll down the waterfall water run, whatever it was. So I swing my leg out and then I do just that. But that was because I was able to think myself out of that situation. Yes, fighting debauchery. Yes, I felt like an asshole after that. Because just after he said, don't do it, what do I do? Like an asshole, I fucking go and do it, right? So I'm 45. So with that, guys, being that I was able to think out of that situation, but when you 15, yes, you're right. When you're 15, you're all cocky. Exactly. Like, again, cockiness got me into more trouble than it was worth, but it also taught me a lot of lessons, especially out in the wilderness. When I got cocky a couple years back, 5, 6 years ago, and me and my friend almost froze to death outside because I was a dick, right? Um, and then he suffered with me when he didn't have to. So yes, guys, when you get in certain situations, you should learn from them. I definitely learned from every situation I got into out in the wilderness, and as a fireman, and just in life. And now I'm able, not now, but I'm able to think a little faster when I end up in situations. But I also war game a lot of situations in my head. Miss T, yes, 45. Fighting debauchery said he got me in a wheelchair at 15 and a half years old. No shit. Russian wall test. But yeah, guys, mental preparedness is probably the key thing everybody needs. And you know what? Again, I said this before. There are courses out there, guys, where you can become mentally prepared. There are books you can read, but books don't put you in a shitty situation and has you think. There are a lot of courses out there that you can take that'll put you in a fucking situation, and you got to think your way out of it. And those are good. Those are good. But I think, guys, if you're not mentally prepared and you're not ready to deal with the shit that's coming, you're not going to fare well. You can have all the food and water, the firearms, the fucking hardened shelters. If you, thank you, Miss T. She said she thought I was younger. Absolutely not. Um, but and then you have people with the opposite saying I'm a baby. Okay, I listen. I'll take it all. But I think, guys, that if you don't prepare yourself and all the stuff that you think you have that's going to protect you, it's not going to protect you if you don't know how to react to the situation. Like, again, a lot of people with the guns, like, listen, you can have all the guns you want. You got to know the right time to pull that shit out and the right time to shoot. Not every situation warrants you to fucking shoot a dude. Some situations you might have to. But if you're going to do it, you can't hesitate either, right? You got to be able to pull the fucking and then go. You can't be like, "Well, I told you not to move." Like, there's no hesitation. It's once you show it, you gotta do it. None of this movie shit like, "Yo, don't fucking move." I told you not to. Yo, stay right there. If it's an end of the world situation, that's not something. That's not a place where you want to had that standoff and tell the guy to turn away, just so that he can go fucking 5 miles down the road, get his buddies, and come back. Or he goes 5 miles down the road, runs into a group of dudes that are like, yo, I know where there's some food. There's an old man with a, X, Y, and Z. You don't want that to happen, right? But if the guy's just legitimately looking for food and he's trying to feed his family, do you put one in him? I don't think so, right? Like, again, too many different situations that you got to war game and find out what you're going to do. I don't think I would. Like, me personally, I don't think I would. But yes, Outlaw Jackson, if you hesitate, you're dead, right? But you have to know the situation that where you shouldn't hesitate, and you got to know the situations where you're going to hesitate, or where you should rather hesitate, and where you shouldn't. Sorry. Jason, ask any soldier who fought. Patricia, I would love to ask soldiers who fought. I would absolutely put them on here to interview them. Are we going to take shit like that? Yes, and that's the thing, Outlaw Jackson. Here's the problem. He says trust your instinct. But here's the problem about instinct. Instinct can easily be fucking confused with paranoia. The line between instinct and paranoia are fucking this thin. It's so thin, guys. It can happen. Can you pull the trigger? Jenkman 1, yes. Can you pull the trigger? Right? Again, guys, a lot of things to think about. And this is why you have to war game every last situation when it comes to societal collapse. Right now, a hurricane coming your way, or a tornado, or an earthquake, you're gonna fucking make it work. You're gonna make it work. You're gonna get through it. But being in a situation and knowing when to pull and when not to pull, it's something you gotta listen to. It's something you gotta read. You gotta read the situation. I think the economy will definitely collapse first before anything else. My mother Sparks, what's going on? So, guys, here's the thing, guys. This prepper shit that we're doing, we are prepping for keeps. This is not a test. If whatever happens, guys. Whatever happens. It's no longer a test. We're not testing ourselves. We're in it, and it's for keeps. Whatever the fuck happens next, after a social collapse or economic collapse or whatever it is, guys, it's for keeps. So whatever decision you're going to make or whatever decision you're thinking about making, it's permanent. You can't take it back. You can't reverse it. You can't go, fuck, I made a mistake. You make the mistake, you got to live with that mistake. You fucked somebody up when that didn't need to be fucked up because you read the situation wrong, you got to be willing to deal with that. You got to feel a little bad about it, but you also got to move forward and be like, I hope I don't make that mistake again. So keep that in mind, guys. When the shit's on, it's on. And you got to fucking, and you got to be willing to deal with your mistakes as well. Yes, lab weed. Yeah, it's not a drill. It's fucking, like I said, it's for keeps. Whatever the fuck goes down, man, it's going to go down. And you just got to be prepared for it. All right, guys, so we are 45 minutes in. Can you do me a favor and hit the thumbs up or the thumbs down, whatever floats your boat? I know, listen, guys, if there's, people who still love Putin on there, just give it a thumbs fucking down. Just do me the fucking solid. Save yourself and give me a thumbs down. I don't care. But anyway. Outlaw, exactly. You got to protect people. Your people you might know, people you might like. They're people I don't like. I might still defend them. But whatever the case is, guys, if shit gets real, because the thing is like I can't say anymore. It's going to happen. We don't know what the fuck's going to happen. I mean, listen, guys, there's so many things just lined up. It seems like the shit hits the fan, opened up a talent scout line, and all of the fucking disasters are lining up, waving their hands. I'm next, me, what about me? And I'm like, motherfucker. It's just like it's one thing after the other. The stock market took a shit earlier today. I don't know what it did later on in the day, but it took a shit, but it dropped 300 points. Everybody's staring at the stock market because of what fucking Putin said the other day. And, now you got people doubling down in his country, or at least his ex-associates or whoever the fuck they are, they're doubling down. So now everybody's staring at the market because they're scared. You got fucking Europe about to go through a very, very shitty cold winter if Putin drops the hammer and doesn't put doesn't turn the gas line back on. There's many fucking problems that can fucking happen, guys. It's just everything is fucking lining up for the shit to get ugly. You know, it's just what it is. So I don't know, guys. With that, something else I wanted to talk about: um, demonizing weapons. And now this is sort of like off topic, if you will, but I noticed something in movies. Anyway, in movies, whenever there's a gun on the table in a movie, you ever notice how the other person reacts to the gun as if the thing had fucking legionnaires or Ebola? They're like, "Oh my god, what is that on the table? Why would you put that there?" You notice that they're trying to demonize weapon to make people, not us, but make the regular average person scared of weapons. That's why a lot of people like, I don't like guns, they're dangerous. How the fuck are guns dangerous? Steak knives are dangerous as well then. So are scissors, knives, baseball bats, hammers, nail guns. They're all dangerous. But yet somehow the firearm sitting on the table, not moving, not twitching, not having an epileptic attack, is the most dangerous weapon just laying on the table. They've been demonizing weapons for so long that people, when they see a handgun, they get fucking uptight. I'm like, right, Christy, the axe thing at McDonald's. Thank you. Yeah, 948. Yeah. So yeah, guys. Yes, chopsticks. If you're running with chopsticks in your fucking hand for whatever reason, those are dangerous. Everything is fucking dangerous, and yet firearms seem to have beat out everything as the Ebola of all fucking inanimate objects that fucking scare people. Right? And so they're continuing to do that in movies and TV shows. And then some movies are responsible by saying, how's this going to kill you if it's just sitting there on a table or it's in my holster? Why does it bother you? Why does it scare you? Right? It's weird, man. Um, it's just fucking, it's weird that they demonize handguns and weapons of mass destruction, long rifles and shit. They make them look like they're just going to get up and start haphazardly killing everyone. Like, yes, Anne Marie, a can of spam is dangerous if you throw it hard enough or you eat it the wrong way, whatever, right? By the way, who was it? Rogue Preparedness? What the fuck did she make the other day? Something spam. Some crazy shit she made. And I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. I told her that's gotta be illegal in somebody's state. What was it? Breaded spam or spam chicken or spam bacon. It was something crazy. I was like, I can't even believe that's a thing. And she actually has a book on how to make different meals with spam. I'm like, yo, that book should be burned. I don't believe in burning books, but that is the one book that should be burned. That spam piece of shit. How to make 101 spam and meals or some shit like that. It's on Rogue Preparedness' channel. You should go check it out. It's disgusting. It really is. But she loves it. She loves spam. Spam and eggs Rogue made with tomatoes. It wasn't that. It was something really strange. It was like breaded spam or spam cakes. It was something crazy. I can't remember exactly what it was. But I'm like, yo, people should be arrested for making that shit. So anyway, that's off the subject. Spam is edible. So is a leather shoe. Doesn't mean I want to eat it. Just they on par with one another, man. Don't fuck to me. But yeah. Anyway, guys, firearms are it's constantly being attacked. And listen, I know that our two-way is under attack. It's not taken away completely yet, but we definitely need to we have to put up a better fight for it. Not letting our politicians handle it anymore. We need to put up a better fight. That's all it comes down to. Oh, and by the way, they want to make the FBI now wants to make J6 a what is it, homeland? What you call it? Domestic terrorist attack. That's what they want to do. J6 is looking to do that. I'm J6. I'm sorry. The FBI is looking to do that. I'm going to talk more about it later tonight on the Angry Truths channel. But on the Angry Truth channel tonight, we're going to talk about Trump's new charges, and we're going to talk about the J6 being reclassified as a domestic terrorist attack. Um, Again, something else we're letting happen. We should be fucking reading. We should be in front of the FBI office, breaking their nuts. There's no such thing as good spam. Anything, guys. There's no turkey spam that's good. There's no halabachi spam or jalapeno spam or chipotle spam. It's not good, guys. It's the devil's food. I'm fucking 1,000% sure. You could probably sit that thing out of the can for weeks before it goes bad. Can't be good. Anything that lives that long is not good. So anyway, spam was only good with bacon and eggs. Nope. No, thank you. Nope. Yeah, so anyway, guys, yeah, that's fucking horrible. And that's probably what they were torturing me with, right? If I got fucking, locked up for some shit, they'd be like, we're feeding that motherfucker spam. Because he loves it. Meanwhile, they know I don't. They're fucking torturing me with it. Fucking spam shaped like Rosie O'Donnell. They're really gonna give it to me. That's fucking, ugh. It's gotta be disgusting. Spam and mac and cheese. Listen, guys, I'm sorry. That's bad shit. Spam. I don't like spam either. Spam is good in the garbage. I never tried it, but always thought it looked nasty. Yeah, listen, Allie, when you go to the stores, don't even look at it. Don't look at the spam, you'll turn to stone. I'm fucking 1,000% sure. Fucking disgusting. I give spam to people I don't like. Prepping survival. Do you give spam to people you don't like, or you throw it at people you don't like? Huh? I caught on to that one. Sergeant Pepper. What's going on from the UK? Fried with cheddar cheese. God. Yo, you guys are fucking out of control. Like, seriously out of control with the spam shit. It's a whole new level of spametry on here. Love it, but my dog won't eat it. See, Steve, if your dog's not going to eat it, then that's it. That's right there in itself. In itself, your dog doesn't eat it, it's not good. It's probably killing you as we speak, guys. Whatever. Listen, moving forward, guys, it's just going to be fucking. You know what I thought about? I'm going to talk about this a little later on the Angry Truth. I'm going to talk about the new Civil War idea. It's something that I thought about after what happened this week on my channel. And sorry. And thinking about it now, guys, looking and arguing with people, which, you know what, in hindsight, arguing with people the way I did this week, I probably shouldn't have done it. I should have tried to convince more people that, he's not the good guy in this one because he's a politician. But nonetheless, I see something very, very fucking ugly coming out of this whole Putin support shit. We saw this same shit with the German party in England. We saw it here in the United States, though they shut it down pretty fucking quick. There were people rallying in this country in the UK for Hitler. And they were starting their little groups in these two countries. And I think the United States shut it down quick. In England, it got a little away from them, but they pulled it back eventually. But nonetheless, guys, it's fucking history repeating itself. I don't know why I'm the only one that noticed that or saw that, but whatever. Yes, guys, I do like the ball breaking with the spam thing. Believe it or not. Let me get this off. No, fight and debauchery. I'm not saying they're the same. The situation that's brewing is the same. I'm not saying they're the same. I'm not. Listen, you can't put anyone in the same category as Hitler. Like, as far as Putin goes, I don't like the man. He died of ass cancer tomorrow, fine. But I'm not going to put him in the same category with fucking with Hitler. That's a bit much. Right? I'm not even gonna put Xi Jinping in the same category. Actually, you might be able to put Xi Jinping in the same category as Hitler, especially what he's doing to the what you call the Muslims in this country. But again, Putin's not that bad. Um, and Kathleen, yes, I have a bone to pick with Zelensky pulling that bullshit with the media blackout, right? But no one talked about that here. You barely heard them talking about that shit here. So Putin doesn't deserve that much credit. No, he does. I'm not. I'm just saying that the situation's the same. The same thing we saw with the German party, not Hitler, the German party, um, gaining grounds in other countries and little offset parties starting to grow the German party in England and the United States. We're seeing that here. We're seeing Republicans for Putin. That's fucking dangerous, guys. Look it up. I guarantee you will not fucking believe this shit. There's a bunch of guys starting a Republicans for Putin. That is exactly the same fucking thing they did here when they were doing socialists for uh, Socials for the Nazis. There was another name the UK had. I wish I could bring it up. I'll look it up later tonight. But it was sort of the same. Guys, it's fucking history repeating itself. Yes, the Uyghur people, Elizabeth. Thank you for that. Mao. Mao. Always like saying that name, Mao. It just sounds like a sound. Doesn't sound like a name. It just sounds like a sound. But anyway, guys, John Clark. If you don't know what spam is, don't. That's all I'm gonna say. Don't. Don't look at it. Also, we're going to talk about something a little more disgusting later tonight on the Angry Truth channel. You're not going to believe this fucking bullshit that I saw. I'm going to talk about it next Wednesday morning as well, amongst a lot of other shit. We got a lot of crime bullshit to talk about here in New York City for the Monday morning, the Monday midweek reports next Wednesday. I was supposed to do it this Wednesday, and I completely gave up, man. But whatever. I was just so tired. I just want, guys. Again, that slump comes and goes. Putin's a Zionist. He's pro-Israel. Listen, pro-Israel. Listen, guys, the pro-Israel shit. I can care less about that too. I'm not in on any of these other countries and their plights. I'm just not. I don't care. The United States has its own fucking problems right now. We have our own shit to deal with. I can't be concerned about Israel and what's that other fucking Palestine. I can care fucking less about that. I can care less about Ukraine and Russia right now. Really give a fuck less. Um, you know, Problems like what China's doing, that's a bigger issue. The shit that China's doing, which is they're laying back and watching this shit unfold so they can step in like the heroes, that's what I'm worried about. I'm worried about China spreading their diseased ideas around the world, which we are starting to see. We're starting to see, especially with the finances. So again, guys, it's all the fucking same. But whatever, guys. With that being said, crickets, man, nope, no, not even, not even. Putin's pro Russia. But yeah, guys, all I can say is America first. That's all. That's what it is. Listen, if we could solve our shit, which we're never going to do, but if we could solve our fucking issues, guys, um, then yes, we should look out to other countries and help out and see where we can make negotiations and deals for those countries and not for ourselves. But being that we have the current administration and all these politicians that are in office, they're in it for themselves, guys. Politicians don't do anything out of the kindness of their heart. They really don't. And there were a couple of politicians that did. There was a mayor. Shit. I want to say maybe it was a Brooklyn mayor because I think at one time, not I think, at one time, New York City had different mayors. They had a Bronx mayor or a Brooklyn mayor, and I don't think Queens is around yet, but I remember there were borough mayors at one time, and there was a Brooklyn mayor that was like really nice guy, and he was for the people, and he wound up getting shit on down the line. I mean, listen, you're gonna be a good politician, you got to at least watch your back. But and you could put Joseph Stalin with Hitler. Yes, over here. Okay, yes, that's the name I forgot. Watch it. Yeah, thank you. But yeah, guys. So anyway, other than that, we're gonna head over to the Angry Truth, or some of us will head over to the Angry Truth channel. It might be too late. Cammy, if I'm still buffering, I do appreciate it. I don't know if I'm buffering on my side, but if I am, sorry. I got shit in tonight. So what happens when the city, by the way, is fucking giving internet away for free now in the housing projects. So if I want good free internet, I gotta make myself poor and move into the housing projects to get free internet. Guys, free internet, free ACs. We're doing something wrong. We, the working class people, are doing something very wrong. But I don't want to go down that fucking road. It's just gonna piss me off, like the giving money away to the fucking Ukraine. Like seriously, whatever. Anyway, guys, with that, I do appreciate you guys following me tonight. Those of you that stuck by me, I appreciate it. Um, the mass exodus is probably going to continue, but it is what it is. Other than that, guys, I will see you guys in a couple of minutes over on the Angry Truth channel for those of you that are coming over. All right, guys, good night and see you in 5 minutes.